There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers called on the scene as groups were...
What a weird customer.
Started to go wrong from then. No, maybe we just didn't realize things had been going wrong for a long time. Dead people wander the city in search of the living. When that becomes normal, I know that it's time to just give up.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers called on the scene as groups were...
Aren't you eating anything? Hey, Bob, where's your mind at?
What?
Huh? What a weird customer.
Who is this guy? Damn it! He's unconscious. Are you all right?
Do it! What the hell was that?
I'm getting too old for this. This was just a horrible situation from the start. But the battlefield is always there to deal with. And you must always fight to win. That was all I could think of at that time.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders.
Yeah.
The game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers at the scene are still trying.
What a weird customer.
That day, luck was definitely not on my side. You think you got problems? You think you're badass? Man, you don't know shit.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine, and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers at the scene are still trying.
What a weird customer.
Seeing a city filled with corpses and surrounded by flames, I couldn't help but wonder how long I would last.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine, and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently, the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers on the scene are still trying to...
What a weird customer. What are you doing?
I was probably laughing at such an unrealistic sight. The way people casually walk through dead bodies. But more than anything else, I was laughing at myself for being so naive.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently, the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers on the scene are still trying to...
What a weird customer.
As a newspaper reporter, I had been involved with bizarre cases before. But this time, I had to learn the hard way that my past experiences were useless. When a horror movie becomes reality, a person's sanity can disappear instantly. I was moving on pure survival instinct.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations,
was a disruption earlier at today's football match.
What a weird customer.
The average human being currently uses 10% of its brain capacity, and though every single experience, every drop of information is stored somewhere in the deep recesses of a person's subconscious, at that moment, my mind knew only one thing: run.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Court Thunders. Apparently the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers on the scene as groups
What a weird customer.
Ever have imagined that such a day like this would come? With all of the tragedies surrounding us, I felt insignificant. But it's different now. I believe that I will survive anything. I'm scared, but I have to keep going.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
What's taking so long? Hurry up!
I'm trying! I'm almost done! Hurry! Hurry! This way! Okay, it's done!
Eric!
What should I do?
There's no turning back now. But it'll all be worth it.
What's wrong with this thing? Stupid piece of junk. Oh, it's losing electric pressure. Oh, screw it. I'll just find another way out of here.
I didn't expect you to return.
After your little incident, I assumed that you went and hid under a rock like the little child that you are.
What is that capsule?
Wait! Are you after this too? You are, aren't you? Oh, you are so...
Stop it. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Don't play the innocent little girl with me. You can't fool me. You could never fool me. But maybe we can work something out. Give me your ID card. Yoko, you little lifesaver. I'm so glad we had this chance to catch up. Have a nice life. What's left of it.
stories, but I don't need to do it this time. At present, Raccoon City is one giant freak show.
I knew this city was weird, but what I've seen takes it to a whole new level. War was better than this.
What's the point of this kind of research? That's what I don't get. Whatever. As long as I'm never that cold again.
This is a warning to us for peering into the structure of DNA and believing we know everything. And so the world starts to collapse from within.
Scientists endeavor to be gods by creating huge monsters, but they still can't cure the common cold.
We managed to beat whatever that thing in the meat locker was. But is it over? I may have just unleashed something terrifying.
But I cannot remember myself, yet I feel something will change dramatically when I know everything. Raccoon City has a hidden face. Now I've seen it, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to forget.
Oh, the bloody elevator isn't working. I'm trying to figure out why. It seems the electricity on this floor is entirely supplied by an auxiliary battery. See if this works.
now I wonder if the normal world ever even existed. Things are that strange. If I keep walking, can I awake from this dream?
I'm so tired, the smell of death won't go away, no matter how hard I try. It's not only 'cause of that giant leech thing. The whole city's been plunged into the bowels of hell.
It's official! I hate insects! And if that weren't enough, my clothes and shoes are ruined from trudging through this damn sewer. But I guess that's a small price to pay for still being alive. I wonder how long my luck's gonna last.
Terror is our constant companion. It lurks in the shadows, ready to strike at any moment. Today, it chose me. Yet somehow I kept it together in that suffocating hospital. I suppose I should be thankful for that.
So, Raccoon City now belongs to the Boogeyman. Hardly any people left. We're not wanted. Fine by me. I'm out of here.
Normally, I'd be loving this kind of thing. You know, everywhere I turn there's a scoop. But none of that matters if you're not alive to tell it. Besides, mayhem has become the way of life here.
All I could do was run about trying to escape. I'm ashamed of surviving like this. And I feel I've forgotten something very important. But why? Perhaps the answer lies ahead.
If this is a sewer, then I should be able to follow it to the city limits. I'll keep walking, just focused on that hopeful thought. Otherwise, I'll probably be consumed by fear. I should go one step at a time.
Hey! Is anybody there? Len, you take downstairs. What's that? It's gonna blow! Get out!
You made it! Get out! Hurry!
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
Thanks. You too?
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
At this time, I was still optimistic about my chances, thinking about how lucky I'd been. But maybe that was just my brain's way of keeping it together. How pathetic.
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
I'm just glad you fellas are safe.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
Cheating death gives you a rush. That's how I was. All pumped up on adrenaline. But it wouldn't last long. I was about to learn the hard way just how difficult escaping would be.
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
Thanks, man.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
I also had a bad feeling. But how could things get worse? Staring at my beat-up shoes, I thought about it for a while. But the answer eludes me.
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
Thanks to you.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
The mere act of surviving is enough to rejoice about, but witnessing so many tragedies has left me emotionally devastated. It astounds me how helpless one man really is. My wealth of wisdom and courage is but a small consolation.
Close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
You helped.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
Oh joy. So I escaped from the fire. Doesn't change anything. I'm still in a city of wriggling dead bodies, forced to listen to their moans. When is this stupid game gonna end?
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
I earned it.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
I clear the smell of smoke from my entire body, but the stench of death still remains. Two things are for certain. I'm alive by some miracle, and the next hell is waiting around the corner.
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
Thank you for helping.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
I'd rather not see tomorrow anymore. I was really thinking like that until a few minutes ago. This nightmare is too much for me. But I'm alive now, and somehow that comforts me. I'll cling to this for now.
That was close. It's not just the hotel. Now the whole city is burning. You were lucky.
Thank you very much.
We've been patrolling the city, trying to help those in need, but it's worse than a war zone. The army's been called in. Better get out of the city while you can. I have a very bad feeling.
There's a huge void in my heart from everything that's been lost. I want to collapse, and the will to escape is the only thing keeping me upright. How long can it last? Sunrise is a long way off.
Too much growth weakens an organization. What should be important becomes overshadowed by greed. Mass production? Ridiculous! One masterpiece is enough.
Closing in! Alright, come on. The thing's too huge. These 9mm are useless. Almost got him. Hold on!
Calm down. You must give me your blood.
Hey, something's wrong. Sir, let's regain our distance then. What the?
Impressive. I won't underestimate it next time. It must be going to the man. Might as well set it up. Just in case.
need this anymore. Well, what should I do with the rest of my life? I'll think about it after I take a nap.
Please, Lord, never again.
What caused the tragic events which claimed the lives of so many Raccoon City citizens is still unclear.
It's clear as day. It's us, mankind.
This is Richard Harris.
Does it really work? Oh, no, shit! Hey, get back here! Uh-oh! Hey! Thanks! You're the man!
It's finished. I can finally rest. No, I have one thing left to do. I'm not a savior. It's just my duty.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It was all about Dream. I'll forget it.
Even I've had enough. Just thinking about the column I have to write. I'm getting a headache.
Are you alright? Take this.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
beside me?
Yoko, it's been 2 years. Oh, but you might not know that.
If so, I can't run away from it. This is finally something hopeful. I have to see this through to the end.
Finished at last. But I'm out of a job. Oh!
It's nothing.
Don't be silly. You need to stop the bleeding. Yeah. There's any number of things I can do.
Today's results. It's been 6 months, but the number's still the same. There's no way people could sustain life there.
Not humans, no.
Sir, there's a call for you from the head office.
Put it through.
We'll start at noon, as scheduled. Is everything ready?
Yes, we'll be dropping 2 for each, beginning with sample T4. The rest will follow at 15-minute intervals.